Hey, my name is Anastasia Mercer, and this is my visual summary for my Ethics and Information Society Autoethnography research project. That's a mouthful. For this research project, I chose to examine 3 different types of information technology. So first, I am using my iPhone as my first technology, and then I'm using my laptop. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, that mirror's really dirty. Kind of looks creepy when you look in there. And my last form of information technology is my Apple headphones. I specifically chose to observe how I interact with my 3 technologies on my busiest day of the week, which is Tuesday. And I chose to examine 1 technology a week, so for 3 consecutive Tuesdays in a row. First I did my iPhone, second I did my laptop, and third I did the headphones. And I did them in that order because it goes from my most used technology to my least used technology. I was originally going to observe all 3 technologies on a Tuesday, but it is my busiest day and I thought that would be too difficult to try and manage. So during my research on each Tuesday, I chose to look at my general usage overall throughout the day with each technology, and then I chose to examine a specific part of day that I use the technology that I thought would be the most interesting. So the first Tuesday, February 26th, I chose to focus on my iPhone use throughout the day, and I can't really give an accurate representation of how often I use my phone because it was a countless amount of times and I used it everywhere, no matter who I was around. I would just literally use it at all points in my day from the time I woke up until the time I went to bed. I chose to focus on a time that I think I use it the most consistently after my last class from 10 p.m. up until the time that I go to bed. Usually at this time of night I just like to hang out, go on my phone, relax and not do much. Usually check Instagram, Snapchat. I usually Google a lot of things. I used it to set a timer for food that I put in the oven when I got home. I was waiting for that is when I chose to take this picture. In this picture, I am just sitting, going on my phone, watching Netflix. A candle is lit and I'm eating a snack while I wait for my dinner to cook. Last hour before I went to bed, I shut my laptop and just lay in bed and go on my phone. The second week of my research, I chose to focus on my laptop. Recorded a total time of 6 times using it throughout the day. In class, when I was at home, and I was in my other classes. I chose to focus on a specific time of day. It's 5 to 7, which is my class. I'm not going to say which class. I chose this time of day because I thought it would be interesting to see how I use my laptop during this time because I know that I'm on it in this class, which I'm usually distracted in. During this time, I was using my laptop for Google Docs to record any useful information that the professor was saying. This class is around 100 people, and I normally sit with a few of my friends in the back. I was on my laptop also looking at Amazon at phone cases because I need a new phone case. And I was also updating my resume because I'm moving soon and I need to get a new job, so that's one of my priorities. I was sitting in class drinking water. It smelled like my hand lotion that I was using. The guy in front of me notably weirdly smelled like baby wipes, and it was kind of distracting. The last technology that I chose to look at on the last week, which was March 12th, I believe, I use of my headphones, and I used this a total count of 5 times during my Tuesday, and it was mainly for academic and entertainment purposes. I chose to look at my headphone usage when I came home after my first class on a Tuesday to watch Netflix. So in this picture, I'm eating and watching a show and just hanging out. My roommate is beside me, so I'm using my headphones because I don't want to disturb her. So the final part of this video will be explaining the ethical implications of my research. I think that some of my research may be biased because I was in control of it all of the time, so I might have acted in a certain way or differently than I normally would. I realized at the end of my research while I was observing my field notes that it might be unethical that I chose the specific times of day that I wanted to focus on each technology. Potentially, if I had not chosen the day, if I had just done it at random, I would have received different notes or conclusions. I noticed also that it was way easier to observe some of my technology use than others. I use my phone constantly and I use it for so many different functions. I had a hard time keeping track of what I was using it for. Thank you for watching this video. and read my final paper to learn more about my research study.